Hi, hello class, how are you? So, welcome to my next lecture of English Communication, Module 1 and lecture number 2. So, before proceeding with this, I would like to discuss that what we have studied in the previous lecture. In previous lecture, we have discussed about your communication skills and about your introduction, that if you are going for an interview, then how you have to introduce yourself, or what are the important things that you have to keep in mind while giving your introduction, no matters whether the introduction is in the school, college, or during the interview. Now, in continuation with this topic, now we are going to discuss about your achievements during your school time or during your college time or in your professional front. If you have achieved any kind of achievement, how you will describe that achievement, then what are the things that should be noted down while you have to write about your achievement or you have to talk about your achievement. मतलब यहाँ पर दूसरा पॉइंट जो हम डिस्कस करेंगे वो हम करेंगे कि अगर आपने अपनी लाइफ में कोई भी अचीवमेंट किया है प्रोफेशनल फ्रंट पे या अपने स्कूल टाइम में या अपने कॉलेज टाइम में, if you have done or if you have achieved any kind of big achievement, then how you will elaborate that achievement. Now that we are going to discuss in this lecture. अचीवमेंट को बताना बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. वाई? बिकॉज इट हेल्प्स इन क्रिएटिंग अ पॉजिटिव इमेज इन द माइंड ऑफ द अदर पर्सन टू whom we are delivering our achievement. So it is the most important factor that what are the things that you have to take in consideration while you are talking about your achievement. And this lecture is going to be very important for you, so just note down all the points and explanation, because this lecture turns to be very important for all of you. Now, speaking about achievement, in previous lecture we have discussed about how to introduce yourself in a business meeting, in a school, in a college, or if you are facing an interview for the first time, what are the things that you have to keep in mind. Now in this lecture we are going to discuss about two things, that is achievement and what are the things that you have to work on about achievements. So here you can see the two pictures, achievement and I am possible. So these two pictures, you know what is the importance of these two pictures? Achievement means that always you have to highlight your achievement, because it helps in creating a positive image in the mind of the other person. Now, I am possible. So this is the word that is impossible. If you convert that word, then that is I am possible. That means there is no word like impossible in my dictionary. So everything is possible, but the thing is that you have to make certain efforts to make impossible into possible. So now we are going to discuss about how you will speak about your achievements. Remember your past achievement. So if you have any kind of achievement during the past, then you have to remember about that past. Past awards and other mementos of our achievements serve as a reminder of our past success. If you have got any kind of medal, any kind of trophy, then what you will do, you have to, or you are in a habit of keeping that trophy or medal in the display form, so it can be easily located and it can be easily seen by the persons who are visiting to your house. That means it is a kind of good remembrance which happens during the past. But the feeling of that success you can feel every day by seeing that trophy or by seeing that medal. So those medals and those trophies serves as a kind of a reminder for us. Everybody goes through ups and downs in life. It is during those down periods when past successes become especially helpful. So if you have achieved anything during the past and in the present time, if you are working on certain kind of achievement, and if you are not able to achieve it by doing it again and again, then you can recall those past experiences in which you have made impossible possible, because that feeling helps a lot in doing the things when we are getting nervous और when we are in a thought process of कि नहीं मैंने बहुत बार ट्राई कर लिया अब मुझसे नहीं होगा. So that's why always remember your past achievements. It helps in achieving the present result also. Instead of just sitting there sulking when we are down and challenged by whatever life throws at us, we should be remembering how we have conquered obstacles to become successful in the past. Instead of sitting idle and just keep on crying that I am not able to do it, I am not able to do it, it's better that you should go in the past and recall those good memories in which you have achieved something big. So the first point is remember your past achievements. It helps or it works as a kind of energy booster for you. If you are trying something on a regular basis but due to some reason or the other you are not going to be successful, so these past achievements or recalling these past achievements will help you in boosting up your energy. You will feel energetic, you will feel good, that if I can achieve that in the past, why not in the present? So that feeling reflects a kind of energy booster, and then you will start from the scratch. So always you have to remember your past experiences or your past achievements. That helps in a form of energy booster, and it helps in motivating factor of doing those kind of things again and again. We should recall, despite the challenges, how we were able to work through them and still achieve victory. That means we have to be in a continuation thought process that what are the things that we have gone through while we have achieved that in the past. Physical reminders of past victories such as trophies or certificates act to trigger these events back into our minds. That means those trophies or those certificates helps you to get motivated by doing the thing again and again, because that is a kind of energy booster that you have achieved a gold medal or a silver medal or a certificate of appreciation or participation certificate. It is a kind of an achievement for you in the past. So always remember what you have achieved in the past, and if due to some reason you are not going to take up the things by trying again and again, then those past achievements, those physical reminders in the form of trophies or certificates will help you a lot to energize yourself and again to put in that shoes of getting successful. We will then feel a surge of confidence as we realize that if we were successful before, then we can become successful again. Yes, it is a kind of energy energetic thing or energy booster, that if I can achieve the thing in the past, why not in the present? So it helps in increasing our self-confidence. So if you have achieved any kind of achievement, then just you have to remember it, feel that feeling again and again. It becomes very helpful for you to achieve a success in your future. These reminders help us remember that although we might lose the odd battle, we can still win the overall war. Past successes do not have to be exactly related to current challenges either. So keep all the reminders of your achievements so that you never forget your past success, especially during times when you can really use a boost. That means whatever you have achieved, then the physical reminders you have to keep in a very conscious manner. Why? Because they help you to again regain your confidence of achieving the things. That means those trophies, those certificates will work as a kind of physical reminders that if you can achieve the things in the past, why can't you will achieve the thing in the present scenario? So that means whenever you are going to speak about your achievements, then always you have to remember the achievements which you have achieved in the past. Second point, note them down. Always in a habit of making a note that whatever you have achieved in the past, just note it down or pen it down in your diary. So whenever you feel low, you can just go through those content and then you will feel good and energized. That आपकी लाइफ में एक ऐसा मोमेंट भी था when you have achieved something big. So always write down or make a note of your achievements, no matter whether the achievement is big or small, but it is a kind of achievement which gives you happiness. So whenever you recall the achievements which you have taken in the past, so recalling those achievements again and again will give a kind of happiness. So that means those achievements you have to make a note of it. Reorganize something to make it work better. That means whatever you have achieved in the past, then just recognize it and do it to make it more better. Identify the problem and solve it. Then identify what are the problems that you have faced in achieving those past achievements. Then make a note of that problem and try to solve it. Come up with a new idea that improve things. Then you have to work on those problems कि इस तरह की प्रॉब्लम अगर आपकी पास में आई थी, जो भी आपके अचीवमेंट्स थे, so just make a note of it, identify the problem and then work on how that problem can be sorted out, जिससे जब आप दोबारा कोई चीज़ अचीव करने जाएं, so that problem will not come up in your way in a form of hurdle. Developed or implement new procedures or system. Then whatever you have achieved, the problems which you have faced in that period, make a note of it, identify the problem, give the solution and implement the new procedures or system for achieving again and again. Worked on special project. Work on those projects that gives you a kind of recognition. Suppose during the school times there is one head girl and head boy, so it is a kind of recognition for them. Each and every student of a school and each and every teacher or employee of the school will know that she is the head girl of the college and he is the head boy of the school. So that means it is a kind of recognition. So always try to work on special projects or big projects which provide you a kind of recognition. Received award. If you have received award, try to keep it in a safe manner. Being complimented by your supervisor or co-workers while having that achievement, if you have been praised by your colleagues, by your teachers, by your boss, by your co-workers, just note down that statement, because after 2 or 3 years, if you read that book in which you have written about your achievements, then it gives you a kind of happiness that cannot be described in words. I am as a person that I always used to write my failures and achievements, because it is a kind of learning. So always note down your achievements in the past. Third, remember the energy invested in the task. That means whatever you have achieved in the past, you have make a note of it. Then the third point is, remember what kind of energy you have invested when you are working on a particular task. That means that energy, जब हमें कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट या कोई भी टास्क दिया जाता है तो हमारे अंदर एक अजीब सी एनर्जी आ जाती है कि यस, अगर मैम ने या सर ने मुझे ये काम दिया है, सो दैट मीन्स आई एम हैविंग द कैपेबिलिटी ऑफ डूइंग दैट वर्क. सो इट गिव्स अ काइंड ऑफ पॉजिटिव एनर्जी. सो रिमेंबर दैट एनर्जी at that moment of time when you feel in doing that particular task. What you did, that means what is the thing which you have achieved, how you did it, what are the things that help you in achieving that achievement, the result or benefit or outcome or impact or value of what you did. So make a note of it, that what kind of energy you have feel when you have started working on the achievement, then what are the things that you have followed in doing that achievement, and what is the result. Finally, once you have achieved the result, then what is the benefit or what is the impact of that result, what you have did. So first point is, remember about the achievements that you have achieved in the past. Second, note them down, just make a note of it if you have achieved something big or something small. And the third point is, remember the energy that you have invested in that task. Once you have been given a target, then you will feel that you are full of energy, right? So that means feel that energy or remember that energy when you have put everything on achieving the target. Remember the challenges and discouragement faced during the task. It is not possible that whatever you are working on the achievement, then you can achieve everything. It is not possible, or sometimes it can be possible. So you have to remember that what are the challenges that have come up during the completion of the task, and what kind of discouragement you have feel. For example, 2-3 days before I have watched the movie Target. तो उस मूवी टारगेट में क्या था, टारगेट था कि आपको माउंट एवरेस्ट पे चढ़ना है. सो द पर्सन हैज़ ट्रेन्ड 8 people of climbing at the Mount Everest, लेकिन उन 8 लोगों में से कुछ लोग बैकआउट कर गए, कुछ लोग नहीं कर पाए और बीच में ही उनकी डेथ हो गई, और उसमें 8 लोगों में से सिर्फ 2 लोग थे जो माउंट एवरेस्ट पर जा पाए. सो दैट मीन्स समथिंग, if you have achieved big, then there are some hurdles and obstacles that you have to face. Now it is up to you that whether you feel a kind of discouragement or whether you have to be courageous that no, I have to do this task at any cost, और जिन 2 लोगों ने वो सबमिट किया था माउंट एवरेस्ट का, उसमें से एक लड़की थी और एक लड़का. दैट मीन्स दैट now you can see that the how motivating factor which these two people are having after reaching on the Mount Everest. So that means you have to take everything whatever you are achieving as a kind of challenges, and you have to mention the what kind of discouragement or what kind of challenges that you have faced while you are working on an achievement. और इनमें 2 चीज़ें आपकी इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं, सेल्फ कॉन्फिडेंस एंड परफॉर्मेंस. दैट मीन्स यू हैव टू बी self confident, you have to be confident, and once you are confident then you can easily perform very well. So in achieving the challenges or in coming out of the discouragement situation, self confidence and performance are the 2 sides of a coin. That means you have to be very much confident that in anyhow you have to achieve this target, and then once you become confident then automatically you are going in a right direction, and then your performance will become from good, better and best. Self-confidence is considered one of the most influential motivators and regulators of behaviors in people's everyday life. Self-confidence is not a motivational perspective by itself. It is a judgment about capabilities for accomplishment of some goal, and therefore must be considered within a broader conceptualization of motivation that provides the goal context. That means you have to be very much energetic, you have to make yourself full of confidence once you are start working on something big, and just make a thought in your mind that you have to achieve this thing in every manner. So once you have decided, once you have become confident, then automatically your performance will becoming good, better and best. Motivation is composed of 2 components, goal choice and self-regulation. Once you have started working on your challenges, then the motivation factor will give you 2 things, goal choice, what kind of goal you have chosen, and then self-regulation, what are the things that you are working on while achieving that goal. Self-regulation in turn consists of 3 related set of activities: self-monitoring, self-evaluation and self-reactions. So once you are started working on the goal which you have decided to achieve, then you have to face 3 kind of activities, that is self-monitoring, in which you have to monitor yourself, self-evaluation, then you have to evaluate yourself, what are the things that you are doing, whether that helps you in achieving your goal or not. self reaction means कि किसी भी चीज़ को बार बार करने में अगर आप फेल हो जाते हैं तो आपके अंदर से कभी कभी पॉजिटिव रिएक्शंस भी आते हैं और कभी नेगेटिव भी रिएक्शंस आते हैं. सो ऑलवेज have a control on your self reaction. Sometimes it can be positive also, and sometimes it can be negative also. Self monitoring provides information about current performance, which is then evaluated by comparing that performance with one's goal. So always be in a mood कि जब आप कोई भी achieve करने जाएंगे, so always you are in a mood of मेकिंग कंपैरिजन. आप लोगों का हमेशा कंपैरिजन किया जाएगा. सो ऑलवेज इन अ हैबिट ऑफ कंपैरिजन कि पिछली बार ये काम इन लोगों ने इतने टाइम में कर लिया था, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी दैट हाउ दैट सेम वर्क कैन बी परफॉर्म्ड बाय दीज पर्सन. सो ऑलवेज देयर इज अ काइंड ऑफ कंपैरिजन when you are start working on something big. Satisfaction or dissatisfaction is an effective response to past actions. Self-confidence, expectations are judgments about one's future capabilities to attain one's goal. That means whatever you are working, the most important factor that whether you are satisfied or not satisfied. So satisfaction and dissatisfaction plays an very important role while you are working on any kind of challenges or achievement. This framework allows a discussion of self-confidence as it relates to a number of motivational processes including setting goals and casual attribution. So always just keep calm and quiet, always be in a positive mood if you are working on some kind of achievement or if you are working in a setting up of goals and you have to achieve that goal in every possible manner. Now keys to success. जब आपको कोई भी चीज़ मिल जाती है then ऑटोमेटिकली आपके जो हाथ है वो खुल जाते हैं एंड यू आर इन अ फॉर्म ऑफ गिविंग थैंक्स टू गॉड कि थैंक यू गॉड फॉर गिविंग मी दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ फीलिंग सक्सेस. If you have noted down that सचिन तेंदुलकर की जब किसी भी मैच में सेंचुरी होती है तो वो क्या करता है, he used to remove his hat, then he used to look up and then he used to bow down like this. Why? Because he is always in a habit of thanking God who had given him an opportunity of feeling that success, right? So once you achieved anything in your life, no matter it is big or small, always in a habit to thank God. Why? Because only He is the man who has given you this opportunity to feel the taste of success. For example, I always used to thank God when I accomplish something big. That thank you God for giving me this opportunity and giving me a feeling of success. So that means whatever you are doing, always in a mood of thanking your parents and your God. How to be successful. Now these are some of the points which you have to keep in your mind while you are working on achieving something big. Make a plan. That means first of all you have to make a plan on which you are going to work. Prepare for the unexpected. Once you started working on a plan, then there can be something expected also and there are something unexpected also. So always in a habit of preparing yourself for the unexpected. कि ज़रूरी नहीं है आपने जो सोचा है वही सारी चीज़ें हों once you start working. कुछ चीज़ें ऐसे भी होंगी कि जो आपने expect नहीं करी होंगी. So that means always prepare yourself for the unexpected thing. Prioritize your goals. That means first of all you have to make a plan, then you have to prepare yourself for the unexpected, then you have to decide your goals on the basis of your priority. Develop good habits. Good habits means always be in a positive note. If you are failing, if you are facing failure, or if you are having something negative which you have not expected, then always be in a habit that yes, we will try again. So develop good habits. Try different strategies. That means whatever you are going to achieve, then you have to formulate a kind of strategy. So you have to formulate different kind of strategies which you can use while working on your achievements. For example, when I was working with one of the college, so there I have been appointed as a director. So when I used to take the class, the students are very notorious of MBA and PGDM. So I used to take the combined class of MBA and PGDM. So my habit is that I used to conduct activity once in a week. So I will give the responsibilities to the most of the notorious students that I want this activity in this second half session. Then they are bound to work on that. Then after deciding that these students have to take care of the activity, then automatically they feel a kind of responsibility कि अब मैम ने हमें ये responsibility दी है, so we have to work on it. So that means it is a kind of strategy which I have used for those notorious students to make them responsible. Take smart risk. Whatever the risk that you are facing with, just take it very smartly. Learn from the experts. That means if you are taking a kind of help or if you are taking guidance from any of the experts, then you have to learn from the experts that how they have reached today. Master how to say no. Yes, the most difficult thing in the life is just to say no to some person. So always be in a habit of saying no to the person, but in a smart manner. Invest in relationships. Yes, you have to take care of your team and you have to take care of the relationship which is building in your team. It's a kind of team building. So team building is also a kind of relationship. So invest in relationship. That means you have to work more and more on relationships, no matter whether the person can be your friend, the person can be your relative, the person can be your boss, the person can be your junior. So that means always in a habit to invest in the relationship because it gives a fruitful result. Now these are two quotes which I liked very much and want to share with you. These are known as success mantra. If you are working on achieving something big, then these two mantra can help you in achieving your goal. Don't worry about being successful, but work toward being significant and the success will naturally follow. Our greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time. If you are failing again and again, then make a habit of saying try once more, try once more. तो जब आप एक चीज़ को बार बार ट्राई करेंगे, then definitely you will have a success in your life. So this is all about speaking about your achievement. So make a revision of this lecture and then we will meet in the next lecture. Till then, stay blessed and have a nice day. Thank you, class.